So today we have a nice algebraic problem. We have an equation given, that is x plus 2 upon y equals to y plus 2 upon z equals to z plus 2 upon x, and the variables used over here, that is x, y and z, are distinct real numbers, which simply means that x, y and z are real numbers and they are not equals to each other. And now using this particular data, we have to find the value of x into y into z. So let us see the solution. How can we find this particular value? So first of all, we can see that these three things are given equals to each other, and the only common thing between these three is the number 2. It is present in this also, over here also, over here also. So we are going to utilize that particular fact. So for that, I am going to compare the first term with the middle term. Now out of these three terms, x plus 2 upon y is the first term, and this thing is going to be equals to the middle term, that is y plus 2 upon z. And now we will try to isolate 2 on one of the side. So for that, I am shifting y over here and 2 upon y on this particular side. So on the left hand side we will have x minus y, and in the right hand side we will have 2 upon z minus 2 upon y. Now from this 2 I can take 2 common, so inside the bracket it will remain 1 upon z minus 1 upon y. We can take the LCM over here so as to get 2 times y minus z upon yz, and this thing is going to be equals to x minus y. So here we have got this particular equation that 2 times y minus z upon yz is going to be equals to x minus y. Now what I will do is simply divide both the sides by this particular bracket. So when we will divide this particular bracket on both the sides, so in the left hand side we will only have 2, and in the right hand side we will have x minus y upon this bracket, that is y minus z upon yz, and this thing is going to be equals to x minus y multiplied with yz upon y minus z. So here we have got a first important equation, that is x minus y multiplied with yz upon y minus z is going to be equals to 2. This is the first important equation, and we have obtained this by comparing the first term with the middle term. Now to get a second important equation, we will compare the middle term with the third term. So in this particular given equation, the middle term is y plus 2 upon z, and we are going to compare it with the third one, that is z plus 2 upon x. The same steps we will follow over here. We will isolate 2 on one of this side. So I am shifting z on this side and this on that side. So we will have y minus z equals to 2 times 1 upon x minus 1 upon z. So this thing will ultimately lead us to 2 equals to y minus z multiplied with xz, and in the denominator z minus x. So here we have got a second important equation by comparing the middle term with the third term. Now to get a third important equation, we will compare the first term with the third term. So in this particular given equation, the first term is x plus 2 upon y, and this thing is equal to this particular thing, that is z plus 2 upon x. Again we will isolate 2 on one of this side. So I will shift this over here and that over there. So x minus z would be equals to 2 taken common, 1 upon x minus 1 upon y. So finally we will have that x minus z multiplied with xy upon y minus x is the value of 2. So here we have got the third most important equation, and that is the last one. Now these three equations that we have just got, we will play with them. So here we have all the three important equations. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Now to move further, we have to just observe carefully these three equations. And if you observe carefully, the best way is to multiply these three equations. That is first equation multiplied with second equation multiplied with third equation. So on one of this side we will directly have 2 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 2, that is going to be equals to 8, and on the other side, that is the left hand side, we will have x minus y multiplied with yz upon y minus z, that is the left hand side of this equation, multiplied with this one, that is going to be x minus z upon xy upon y minus x, multiplied with this one, that is going to be equals to y minus z multiplied with xz, and in the denominator z minus x. Now you might be confused about this second equation. So this second equation we can just rewrite as y minus z multiplied with xz, and in the denominator z minus x, and this thing can also be equals to 2. Now everything should be clear. All these three equations have 2 in their right hand side. So all this right hand side multiplied together gives us 8, and on the left hand side we have this variables values that we have multiplied over here. Now carefully observe this particular equation that we have obtained by multiplying these three above equations. The first thing that we can notice is y minus z got cancelled out, x minus y is there and y minus x is there, x minus z is there and z minus x is there. So what we can do is simply change the sign of this particular term. Means if we change the sign in numerator and denominator, the sign will change inside the bracket and these two negatives will also get cancelled out. So we can simply do it over here. So x minus z will turn out to be z minus x and y minus x will turn out to be x minus y. So changing the sign together in the numerator and denominator is all okay. So now we can see that x minus y and x minus y got cancelled out. Z minus x and z minus x got cancelled out. Now you might be thinking that what if this brackets y equals to 0, because 0 cannot be factored out, so this cancellation would not work. This brackets cannot be equals to 0 because as per the given question, x, y and z are not equals to each other. So if they are not equal, this bracket cannot be equals to 0. That's why every given data of a question is very important. So okay, we can simply cancel out this bracket. There is no contradiction in that. So what is remaining is y into z into x into y into x into z, which will simply give me x square y square z square, and this thing is going to be equals to 8. So now we have this particular equation. Now in the left hand side we have x square y square z square, and the same thing can be written as x y z the whole square, and this thing is going to be equals to 8. Now we can take square root on both the sides, so square root of the LHS equals to square root of the RHS. So in the left hand side, square and square root got cancelled out. So we will have that x into y into z is going to be equals to square root of 8. That is ultimately plus and minus 2 times square root of 2. So here what we have got is the value of x into y into z. That are two values, that is positive 2 root 2 and negative 2 square root of 2, and that's the answer that we were looking for. The things written in the blue one is the first step. The things written in the pink one is the second step. The things written in the green one is the third step, and all the things that are written in light yellow is the fourth and the final step, which has given the answer that x into y into z is plus and minus 2 times square root of 2. So this was my way to solve this particular question. If you have any other method other than this, you can do comment below, and if it's hard to comment, you can email me, or else you can send it to me on my Instagram or Discord. The links are in the description.